We really need to check out that Restream website where we can stream to YouTube as well. Like, that would be so beneficial if I could stream to my YouTube channel.
Apparently, I can't fucking type today. I wasn't listening to anything you were saying. 629.
69. 69 or 2 for 20.
We're doing it live. Oh. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks. You ever seen that video? Mm-mm. It's a news anchor or whatever. I can't remember what his name, like Bill something or some shit. But it was just when they started introducing teleprompters. He's trying to read off it, and they're giving him just tidbits of information, and he fucking loses his mind. It's awesome. It's like Bill O'Reilly or some shit like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all preferably 18 and older ages, get your ear holes ready and listen in as we talk about music, movies, technology, video games, live bands, cameras. We welcome you to Insert Podcast Here, starring your hosts Tech Nate and Rusty Sheriff's Badge. So take your seats and crack open a cold one. Coming to you live in the IPH studio. Insert Podcast Here starts right now.
And we're live. Insert Podcast Here, Season 2, Episode 6. I am your co-host, Tech Nate.
I'm Rusty Sheriff's Badge, and it is dark in here.
It's very dark here.
I'm terrified.
That was legit just silly. Oh, man. Our light switch is laughing.
You should just run shit past me so I can tell you it fucking sucks next time. Go ahead. Just shoot the ideas at me.
Oh, shit. Nobody asked you. Oh, what's going on, Griff?
Super.
Griff Nasty? Mr. 8,600 or 800, what is it? 8,000 what? 600?
I don't know. It was a lot.
563.
Holy fuck. Like, he's like, let's see if we can hit 5,000 this year. I don't know if we can do it, you know.
I didn't change a text. God dang it. You know.
We are on it. We're so on it. You dumbass. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Apparently you haven't checked your own shit. Hence why I said 63.
We did. It happened. Sorry we were late to the party. I made my own personal donation, but I totally forgot about the whole thing, you know.
Oh, well.
We were getting ready to leave to take off for my girlfriend's mom's birthday. So it's like I was watching Griff's freaking stream while I was in the shower.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I'm like, I'm sure he'd be happy to know that.
So there you go, Griff. There you go. Shower stream.
Trying to wash myself thoroughly and fast while I was watching Griffin's stream.
You weren't using the loofah, were you?
Yeah, well, we kind of dropped the ball on that. So,
yeah, we suck at life.
Like, I'll say that's more on me because we already know he's an idiot. So, I mean, that's my bad. I'll eat that one. The fuck was that?
Did you have your...
No.
It's not mine.
Oh, well. Yeah, you were... Whoa.
I was cracking my back.
Did you?
What's that?
just a screen away.
Oh yeah, I know. We're just separated by just a little bit of technology.
Speaking of cuddle time, today we decided to bring back a special guest. Well, special in
Very
his
special.
own way.
By popular demand.
By popular demand. Absolutely not. Nobody asked for you.
You did.
He just
You
he
literally-
came over. He's like,
literally
please let me be on the
Listen.
show.
Listen, disembodied voice. Wait till he introduces you.
Okay, so this is Squez Dog, 5-time cuddle champ.
About to be 6.
If you would have been there for the shower stream, it would have been 7.
True. Hey, everybody. What's going on?
So, yeah, we decided to bring him back. We got some topics that we felt he could relate to as well as us. So,
Like being Hispanic in Michigan.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Well, look at.
Why don't you tell us all about it?
yeah, tell us.
You're slowly getting there with your tan over there.
Grandmaster Cuddler
My tan that
Squez
goes
Dog.
from here to here. The joys of working in the service industry and occasionally going outside.
Why do I got to be bald and super white right now?
Well,
It's like a.
I look like a walking sheet. Anyway.
What up, Griff? Great job, by the way, man.
Yes. So,
I
really
enjoyed
quick.
Watching.
Big shout out, big congrats to Griff. He set a goal, an absolutely insane goal of $5,000 for stackup.org. Because last year he hit just over $4,000, and he smashed that thing. I believe I was about an hour into his second day streaming, and he was already smashing the 5,000. He upped it again, and he upped it again.
yeah, holy balls.
And again,
man.
it was like $8,500 he raised for this. I happened to go to stackup.org today, I think it was, and he's right on the top of the list. So, you know, I mean, but anyway,
Because he's a fucking badass.
well,
Like, duh.
he even had a face cam on.
Yeah, no.
I was impressed. I think the only time I've ever seen your face, Griff, was in that video on YouTube of you going to the dentist.
Going to the dentist?
Go to his YouTube page.
Are you serious?
This is the greatest video I've ever watched in my life. So anyway,
That'd be awesome.
yes, this is true. So anyway, you are though. You're a badass jackass. Anyway, today, season 2, episode 6, we decided a few different topics, and we're going to kind of stick to the realm of video games and movies for the most part. I think I had one tech topic.
I fucking love this app, dude. I love it so much. It's making my life so much easier.
I have one tech-based topic, which I find interesting because Apple is really resilient with law enforcement, and I can appreciate their efforts. They're going to restrict USB access on all iOS devices that are left locked for more than a week.
I love Apple, man.
Me too.
I
Me
love
too.
that shit. There's your answer.
Who lose their phone lock for more than a week?
It's for like scenarios
If they have
where
it locked up in evidence or something. For
yeah,
example.
it's like a phone for evidence that they want to get unlocked. Now they have to go through this long process. They've got to buy this shit and stuff like that. And in that time, if it stayed locked for a week, can't access it.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
And of course,
Thank
you
you,
can still
Apple.
use your normal passcode and it'll unlock it though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really gonna like for certain scenarios that like the stuff that we're more worried about, but it's like it's a step in the right direction.
Right.
Yep. I think the biggest news, well, depending on who you are, H1Z1 open beta. I mean, personally, it doesn't affect me, but I know it's a huge thing.
No. People have been waiting for that for a long time, though.
Tony, you play that?
No.
No?
No.
You gonna?
I honestly don't know what H1Z1 stands for.
Oh my.
Look at that face. So
H1Z1 is equivalent to Xbox for us. No, just
No,
play
I think Cisco was talking about that shit like fucking years ago. They were talking about bringing it to consoles and everything, and they
Yep.
finally just announced something.
didn't I say H?
So anyway, other big news. What do we got? E3 announced.
The greatest time of the year.
Yes.
I love E3 time. I'm so fucking sad it's over. I'm like relatively disappointed. Like, you know what I mean when it happens, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
sad
say
to-
it hadn't
You
started
know how I
yet,
felt
but-
after I platinum God of War, and I haven't touched a fucking game
Or
since.
like after football season.
Huh?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, for some.
Football
Yeah,
season.
it's the same thing.
That's
What?
yeah.
It's the same thing. You know,
But
what
I feel the same way. You know,
you feel the same
E3.
way over football and stuff. You know, like
Once
when it ends.
playoffs
So-
are over.
Back to Nerd It Out. We have a list of games that are they're either going to be confirmed, suspected, or rumored from E3 2018.
There's a leak that came out, right? Yesterday, today, something like that.
I don't know if it's a leak, but I know there's some official announcements.
Yeah.
Some. But make sure you guys pipe in the chat. Let us know what you think of all these games.
Yeah, what are you guys excited for? Like, what do you want to see? What has to happen at E3 for you? I mean, I'd like to see Microsoft actually fucking come out of the gate and make good on their promise of, like, it's going to be the best show ever for games, and stuff like that. 'Cause it seems like they say that shit every year, and
They do.
everyone's like disappointed with everything.
And
you know?
the last thing I saw from Microsoft that I actually liked was the Oculus, where I don't play Minecraft, but when they had that thing out on the table and the guy was controlling it, stuff like that, that was pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
But I'd never do it. But that was 2 years ago, maybe 3, and that's it. Like I haven't seen anything cool from Microsoft.
They really need like like something to really kickstart this whole, because everyone's getting concerned with Microsoft and how their first party stable is looking pretty grim right now. Like you got Sony just crushing it with exclusives, and you got Microsoft just they got good exclusives, but they're not hitting as high as they should be, and people are expecting. It's like a lot of people. They buy a game console typically because that's where their friends are at. That's so they want to play with their friends on the same system. But then you have a lot of people that also play it because there's certain things you can get on that console that you can't get on another console. Exclusives do matter for certain platforms.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you look at some of the most fervent Nintendo people. It's all about their exclusive stuff. It's like Mario. Yeah, I mean, it does carry a lot of weight. As long as you have a decent platform behind it. And Microsoft and Sony both have decent platforms to really push their games the way they want to push, I mean, look at the way Nintendo, I'm not saying that exclusives carry a system or anything like that. Look at the Wii U. It bombed hard.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Nintendo thing. Didn't matter what
Yeah.
game they put out, it just fucking tanked. But then you have something like the Switch. It's selling like crazy. It's a good platform to really, show off all their exclusive titles and stuff like that. So they got like the best of both worlds there. Microsoft has a good platform. They haven't been doing terrible in sales, but they do have a good platform. They just need those really, really top-notch games. And I hope they come out of the gates and they're like, okay, we've talked about this. We've discussed it. Phil Spencer's gone on the record saying it's going to be a long time before, like we got to build this up and stuff. They need to show this E3. It's like, you got these two systems, the Xbox One, Xbox One S. You need to show people why they need to buy these things, So they really need to come out of the gate with it.
Right.
When you say Microsoft exclusives, are you thinking Gears of War?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Fable? Because
Yeah.
to me, it's Fable. But they haven't come out with a good Fable since 3, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's not just. I'm not saying like Gears and Fable and stuff like that. I think their studios need to just kind of walk away from the franchises and create something new. Create a new IP. Come up with something just totally original. I mean, look at Guerrilla Games. They weren't the best developer on, in Sony stable, and they made all the Killzone games. They made Killzone for freaking years.
Didn't
man.
the Left 4 Dead developers do the same thing? They were just basically, wasn't there something behind that?
Like you mean Valve?
Yeah, well, whoever the developer was for it, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Valve didn't create Left 4 Dead. They actually bought that IP from a different company. That company I think went on to make Evolve. But
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, but Valve did make Left 4 Dead 2. But anyways, you look at Guerrilla Games. It was getting like their offerings were getting pretty stale with the Killzone franchise and stuff like that. The Killzone game that came out on PS4 at launch, it was okay. It was mediocre, decent shooter, nothing special. But then they just kind of stepped away. They took their time. They came up with an original idea, and it's one of the best games this generation. It's Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, they just need to let these developers just kind of have their own creative freedom, come up with their own idea, make some new games that really breathe life into the platform. Because, like I've always said, Sony isn't going to keep pumping out good stuff unless Microsoft is there to compete with them. Microsoft can't put out good stuff unless Sony's there to compete with them. And I think they've gotten their asses kicked by Sony enough over the past few years that it's time for them to be like, okay, listen, we're investing heavily in this. We're going to let our developers do this. It's just, I don't know. They really, really, really need to work at this pretty hard.
So I think to kind of keep in the reins of the top 10 games for the year, one, in my opinion, is going to be the new Battlefield. Right now, we'll call it Battlefield 2018 for sake of conversation.
Top 10, like,
Just
like games coming out,
most
or how do you
popular
hope to see
coming
it?
out? Yeah, especially we'll just say the ones that are being announced here at E3. So Battlefield 2018 for sake of conversation, rumored to be titled Battlefield 5, Battlefield V. There really isn't no console specific announced. Of course, it's on every console every time.
Multi-platform.
What's everyone's thoughts on Battlefield? Like, what are you looking for? I did hear World War II. To me, go fucking figure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over that shit. Don't do it every single time. Go back and forth or something. But Battlefield 1 fucking ruined it for me.
If for all the releases for like each year and stuff like that, if they were to dance back and forth between like new stuff and old stuff, that would be fine.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
you saw what happened, back when they started putting out these games, stuff like that. Call of Duty and Battlefield, they were all, World War II and stuff like that, and it got really, really old. I mean, really stale. Yep. So it's like they all kind of walked away from that, and I think Call of Duty took it way too far. They just went a little too crazy with it. That's when they started losing me. They just got to kind of find that balance. But I mean, I can't really speak for everybody. So
yeah, I want a new Battlefield in general. Of course, I'll end up buying it. I'll be checking it out.
And you'll be pressuring me to buy it just like every year.
But I wouldn't.
But you have.
I wouldn't.
But you have.
The last one, like I said, is just.
So
I regret buying it. Like, I really do.
So do I.
But that happens, I guess, on occasion.
Although
the futuristic bullshit. I hope they never integrate that into Battlefield. That's just not Battlefield.
I kind of want to see something like they did with Hardline.
Yeah, there you go. Vietnam.
Yeah, Hardline was killer.
Like maybe like a CIA type thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think Hardline was the Battlefield game I played the most out of all of them, and it was like it wasn't one of the most critically acclaimed or anything like that, but it offered the best stuff for what we were looking for at the time.
There's a toss-up, though, to me. Like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline, they had their own thing about them. Battlefield 4 was really just more tactical, strategic, long shot type of game to me. Hardline was more of a run and gun for Battlefield. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, Hardline 2 would be kind of killer, actually. Like, if you want to get me excited,
absolutely.
Hardline 2. But the Battlefield I really want to see is Bad Company 3.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played any of the Bad Company.
Oh, dude, the Bad Company games were so
good. Bad Company
good.
2 come out?
Oh, fucking years ago, man.
Jesus,
yeah.
It's been forever.
It's been a long time. I don't think it was a very big seller because they kind of just abandoned the franchise, so it's like, eh.
What's everybody else's thoughts on Battlefield 2018? You looking forward to it? It was PS3. Yeah, it was.
Yep. Yeah. God, man, what a great game.
Bad Company 2 did well.
That was when I really started getting. Into multiplayer, because Battlefield Bad Company 2 multiplayer was phenomenal for the time. It was exceptional. Like, I think that's what really kind of got people into the whole large scale shit with Battlefield. I mean, not I mean, like on the console side. I'm not talking like PC side, because those guys have been whatever. But
yeah, who knows? Beyond Good and Evil 2. Anybody have any interest in that?
Never played any of that stuff. I just
No.
Of course, we kind of touched base with this. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I have not watched it, but just as I was logging on down here in the studio today, I caught an article that... What's the matter, nose spider?
No. Shut up.
You need the force?
What's that?
They actually did a teaser for Zombies, so I'm going to be checking that out tonight. Has anybody else seen that at all? I really want to check that out.
Okay. So I've played Zombies with you.
And I am fucking sick and nasty. That is the truth.
How excited do you think I am for Zombies?
I know how you feel.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I just can't do it.
There's not much you can do.
that last one, that one time we played for over an hour, and then you quit, and then me and Dubes played for an hour more, and we still weren't even close to beating the thing. I'm like, oh, what the heck?
Actually, now, I hear they're trying to do the Battle Royale shit, like, fucking Fortnite or whatever.
Jeez.
All right. Anyhow, also, Division 2, again, old news, but it's announced it's going to be much more announced at E3. I am super looking forward to that.
It's supposed to be like twice as big.
I'm staying reserved in my excitement, but I'm definitely going to try it out.
So, with that, Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah,
Really?
dude. Like,
Nice.
seriously.
I still haven't finished the first one. I have it.
Are you serious?
Dude,
What is wrong with you?
every game I have not finished except
Okay,
for one.
I need you
Okay?
to just take your headphones off.
Wait a minute.
You and I are
Put
both
your
Wait a
stuff
minute.
down.
Griffin, both of us.
Wait a
Go
minute.
home.
I was
We're gonna have
upstairs,
cuddle
and this
time
guy has a
with
game
Division
he
2.
hasn't unwrapped yet. So
What's that?
you can't get mad at me for not
I
finishing
have a
games.
couple few. I have digitals I
Evil
haven't
Dead 2.
started.
What's that?
Evil Dead 2 upstairs. I saw it, and it's not unwrapped yet.
The Evil Within?
That's
Two?
what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant the movie Evil Dead 2.
No, no Evil Within. Those games kind of like surprised me.
I did not like the first one. I took it back.
How
I was
long
like,
did
this
you
is-
play the first one?
For like,
Yeah,
An
I
hour,
suppose you're right
maybe.
there, Red.
Play more.
I didn't want to.
Play
that's the
more.
thing.
No. Just listen to
Oh
me.
my goodness.
Play more. Okay.
If they did
I
a
did
Battle
the
Royale,
exact same thing, but I went back to it.
Did you?
Yes. I played like the first hour and a half, and I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Exactly.
Yes. But then you hit a couple points.
Last
like
of Us?
No. The Evil Within. You hit a couple points after you get like a couple hours in, and you're like, all right, I'm feeling this. And it was like, it's one of my favorite games now. I bought the Evil Within 2, played the shit out of that too. Those games are solid. You just got to get through. You got to get past that stretch, man. It's difficult. It sucked the second time around.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, man, I don't even want to keep going. I
Just do it.
Literally, like the next weekend, I took it back and
Yep.
got something else. I don't remember what.
Oh, dude, you'll love it. Trust me, you will.
So, you guys want to talk about some rumored games?
Sure.
Rumors. We all love rumors.
Rumors.
First one that is notable, Borderlands 3. There are some of you in the chat specifically that will probably be wetting themselves.
Cisco
over that.
probably just perked up.
Silent
Yes,
Hill.
ready to burn. I
Yes,
agree
absolutely.
110,000%.
Oh, but no, you can't talk about it now because they were gonna reboot it,
Yeah.
and it was gonna be fucking awesome.
We're talking about Silent Hill, in case
Yeah.
nobody's reading that.
Yeah, I mean, Silent Hill was gonna be great. Did you play that demo, PT?
Did I?
Yeah,
No.
I still have it on my system. I won't delete it because you can't re-download it.
Was it on PS3?
No, PS4.
Four?
Yeah, Hideo Kojima
Mhm.
was handling the reboot.
Yep.
And he had the director Guillermo del Toro. He was helping him, and then it was starring a certain. I don't want to like ruin it for you, but it was starring Norman Reedus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they did this awesome teaser. It's called it was called PT. I think it was just called Playable Teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, scary as balls. I mean, just absolutely just crazy.
When was this?
I remember that was
Year,
last
like
year.
like 2 or 3 years ago. or
Man,
something
Yeah.
like
I
that.
feel like I kind of remember that.
Yeah,
but-
you have to play that demo.
That game isn't
Am I?
out yet.
No. That after okay.
Yeah,
they
that was 2
canceled
years
it.
ago.
They canceled it.
They canceled it.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
And then Hideo Kojima left Konami
Okay.
because just whatever they were, they're suppressing his creative whatever and stuff like that. They treated him like absolute shit, and he made them a fuckload of money. But he started working on he was working on Metal Gear 5 and stuff like that. But man, that Silent Hill demo was killer, and you didn't know what it was. It just hit the store, PT.
Right.
You didn't know what it was. You had to play through it to get to the end and realize that it was Silent Hill.
Well,
reboot.
now you just ruined it.
Well, you're not going to play it. You can't download
Not
it.
no more.
Just
It's gone. It doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh, well.
not to change the subject. Couple quick heads up here. Anybody that's an Xbox One fan or a player of Xbox One at all, Amazon's having a lot of big digital deals right now. You should probably go check that out. I just figured I'd share that.
On games?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge deal. gonna touch base on something else. What was that?
Dude, I was totally bummed out. But I want you to play that demo, though.
No, I want to.
No.
You gonna bring it over?
No, you're coming to my place.
Oh.
I'm not breaking my shit down for you.
Digital, man. Transfer. Moose. What's going on, big guy? What else?
Yeah, that was like the most brokenhearted I've been about a game cancellation.
I remember that trailer was awesome.
Ever.
Yep.
Dude. Oh, man, it was so good. But,
So, of course, it's not really a rumor, but it's on the list of rumors. Days Gone. Call it a rumor for 2018 because as of right now, I believe it changed again to December 31st of this year.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to hit this year.
Probably not.
I don't think
It's
it
already
will.
been pushed a year and a half.
They just came out and said something the other. I think the developers came out and said it was going to be like at least 30 hours to completion or something like that. And so it's going to be a big game. Like they're working on a pretty substantial game. So
Yeah, but fuck, it's going to be at the end of the PS4,
well,
Well, yeah, okay.
Maybe 5 will be
Okay,
better.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I'm right, then yeah.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 remake, huh?
Yeah, hopefully they actually show a little bit more because that was something. It was like they handled that kind of poorly. It's like they knew what they were doing when they were talking about it because they know how crazy the fan base is.
Mm-hmm.
So when they announced it, but it's like then they started talking about their development. It's like we're coming along, we're reworking all the systems, blah blah blah, and then they went silent for like ever. They didn't want to talk about it. It's like, are we getting, when are we getting the episodes? Release date. Can you show us a little snippet of the game? How's it coming along? They just don't really want to talk about it at all. It's like, don't do this to those people. Don't just say, hey, we're releasing like probably your favorite game of all time, updated for everything, and then just fucking not do it.
Right, right.
So they got. I feel like this is going to be the E3 where they have to show something, or people are going to start having their doubts.
Dude, it's going to be a big E3, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see if Microsoft comes out of the gate and like really just does what they've been talking about doing.
I did not realize there was going to be that, Moose. Oh, my goodness.
Mortal Kombat reboot movie, huh?
Reboot?
That'd be killer.
That'd be right up your alley.
Dude, I'd welcome it depending on who they have to start for it.
Yeah.
I mean, because the original movie I liked, okay? The second one, everybody had their thing about it, but, I was a kid when
Annihilation.
it came out, and I loved it, so
Yeah.
whatever. And the YouTube series, fantastic. Did you watch that?
No.
Really? They had like it's like a 2-season, 10-episode YouTube thing. It was awesome. They had like all the backstory of Sub-Zero and Scorpion, like how their feud started and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the second season they had, I'm thinking Street Fighter. They had a Street Fighter one too, but no, it was all good. So I would welcome a reboot movie as long as they got the right directors, the right stars, and all that. It'd be fantastic.
While we're talking movies, pretty big news this week. Anyone who's familiar with Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny. Yes, no, maybe so. Jack Black announced that he is going to have a sequel for the Pick a Destiny. So my question to everyone out there, because there isn't much said about the movie yet, what's the one thing you look forward to most about the movie? Or what's one thing you'd like to see from the original movie carried over? And I'm going to answer that first and foremost with Dave Grohl. Dave fucking Grohl.
That was going to be
What I want to see come out of the movie is new music with an album release afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it has to.
Yeah.
It absolutely has to. Same cast for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more like star cameos.
I mean, I'm sure
Rockstar.
Kyle Gass is going to be right in it with him. So
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'd like more rock stars. Not just Dave
That
Grohl
fucking-
playing the devil
that
again,
music was badass.
but
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, throw Ozzy in there or something like that.
Listen to Tenacious
Little
D for a
bites.
long time. It was crazy because I'm like, I've actually I've asked people about it and stuff like that, and not a whole lot of people that are like into comedy and everything have like really heard or listened to thoroughly like Tenacious D and stuff like that. And then I was talking to imagine this, I was talking to Cisco, and he showed me where all that stuff originated from. I think it was like an HBO show or something like that, and there's like little mini episodes, and he actually had me look them up on YouTube, and they're pretty great actually. Some of the stuff like some of the songs are quite different that you hear on the albums and everything, and like some of them you don't hear at all. You just see them on the show and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I had no idea that's where it originated from.
Right.
It was so cool. You can probably look everything up on YouTube.
Yeah, I will. I know in the interview, Jack Black had made it pretty clear that he's not sure if or where you'll be able to see it in big movie theaters, as they only made like $8 million off of the first one, which is
It's like,
but actual video sales itself is well over 10 million, so it's kind of a cult
Maybe
hit.
it'll be a straight to Blu-ray or something.
But
Or
so yeah, I mean,
Netflix movie.
I'm fucking ecstatic. Sure, it's quite a ways out yet, but
if it comes with new music and an album release, I'm fucking sold.
oh yeah, definitely. How about you? What's your thoughts?
Netflix movie, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Man, you think Netflix would fund that?
I think they would.
well, no, I don't know.
Netflix is funding everything though.
Yeah,
at
well,
this point.
the thing that they're funding the most though is their own stuff. Like they're dumping everything they possibly can into making their own content.
Oh, it would be like, hey, here's 30 million, Jack Black. Put Netflix in the beginning of the movie, and it's yours.
I know,
what
but
I mean?
you look at how good their shows are doing. Their Netflix originals are
Yeah,
doing.
that's true.
Would you dump 30 million into something that could potentially only make half at most back, or
considering it would only cost like maybe $100,000 to make their fucking movies,
or are they at the point where it's like their stuff is kind of getting stale and old, and they're not getting as many subscribers from their originals as they had liked? We'll see. I don't know. It could go either way, man.
Yeah, it's hard telling, but either way, I'm sure Jack Black will find a way to fund it.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. He's probably got himself a lot of connections.
oh yeah.
It could go with Nickelodeon too. I mean, they're big fans of Jack Black, aren't they? I thought they were. They did Nacho Libre.
It's a different
It's a different what?
different genre of movie though.
But that's a great movie. Whoa.
Okay.
I'm not getting any.
We need to simmer
So,
down over here.
I'm sorry,
okay?
guys. I'm sorry, guys,
Yeah.
but Squaz Dog had
Yeah.
he had to step out for a moment. No, I'm just kidding. One other big movie that maybe isn't so appealing to me, but it's just the thought of it, I guess, bringing this era of film back. Bill and Ted. So Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter.
Has that been officially confirmed?
I don't know. I think it was. I can't say for sure.
Right.
I believe it was a rumor, but there was discussion about it with some pretty serious people. So we'll go with that. What's everybody's thoughts on that?
Griffin can't wait.
Yes, officially confirmed, he said.
Bam. Cool.
Nice.
So what's everybody's thoughts on this? Bill and Ted 3.
Without George Carlin though.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
Yeah. Like, how can you have without Rufus?
Chris Rock.
No.
What?
Is he being racist?
Jesus.
Just kidding. But, yeah, Bill and Ted 3. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I'm just like, we can talk about movies all day long, but nothing will ever compare to the greatest movie of all time.
Breakfast Club. Dirty Dancing.
Windy City Heat.
Brokeback Mountain.
Have either of you guys seen Windy City Heat?
I don't think so.
I'm going to bring it over for you. It is probably the greatest fucking movie of all time. It's like basically just this elaborate prank and this completely clueless dude about how he just wants to be a movie star.
Whoa. None of that in here, Griff. None of that in here.
Oh, jeez. But anyways, like the guy just wants to be a movie star. He's a complete moron. And so he does a lot of he did a lot of amateur videos and stuff like that with his buddies, always pulling bullshit on him and stuff like that. And he's just totally clueless to everything. They're always messing with him. So they get like this elaborate thing. I think it was through MTV. But this elaborate prank where they, got him to audition for a fake movie. He landed the part. And then there's all sorts of like celebrities and stuff like that are in on the whole thing, like Dane Cook and stuff like that. There's like a bunch of people, yeah. I mean, dude, it is so good. And the whole movie is just based off of him being pranked into thinking he's doing a movie. And then the movie is absolutely pissed because they did shoot film, but it's absolutely just piss poor terrible.
Well, that should have been like the guy's giveaway because Dane Cook hasn't done a movie in how long? So.
Oh, no, this was years ago, dude. Oh, yeah.
Right.
This is a long time ago. I have it on DVD. I will bring it. I will give it to Nate. Nate, you pass it along to Tony. It's
Okay.
so good.
Well, if you hand it to him first, I'll never get it. It's because he doesn't know how to watch stuff
No.
when you lend it to him.
I'll watch this because I've never seen it.
Ah.
I'm gonna bring up old shit.
Yeah,
Scary
dude.
Perry.
It is so well. You'll understand if you watch.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He's seen it too.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. Talk about giving the thing to some scary fairy or something like that.
So while we're talking
You'll
about
get that too.
while we're talking about sequels to movies, especially from that era
I thought we were talking about reboots.
or reboots,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
so far they've all been sequels of some sort. If you guys could pick one movie from that era, let's say 85 to 97, okay? 12-year window, random number pick.
Mm.
Approximate. If you could pick a movie in there that needed or you thought could use a sequel, what would it be?
Caddyshack 3.
What would it be?
I really don't know, man.
Everybody,
Like,
what would you
Okay.
do, you know?
You want my honest answer?
Yeah, and again, everybody in chat, like, what
I would say Terminator, but
No.
well, hang on. But everything from like 3 on up is actually being ignored for the next one. Yeah, they're making another one. James Cameron is coming back. He got the rights back. He's going to do another Terminator. He's going to ignore 3 on
And just go from
and
2?
go from 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I like Genesis though,
Yeah.
because it's kind of a reboot, but kind of like not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause
I don't know. They didn't really get
it was
very.
kind of like alongside the first one. It was like,
They didn't
it was
get
like
good people to fill the roles and stuff like that. But the dude that actually he was the body double for young Arnold in that movie.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back and do the stuff for this new movie.
Okay. My honest answer, I wouldn't mind seeing a Spaceballs too.
Jeez.
You know, on that,
I don't know. I feel like that should only be contained to that one movie. You know what I mean?
I actually thought the same thing about Airplane. Like, they had 1, which was epic, 2, but you know, it's one of them movies. Like, you just want to see what they could do next,
Right.
even if it does fail.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
then
your money.
But that's the thing, though, is then you're like sorely disappointed, and it's like, you know how people are nowadays, just shit all over everything, and then you just it just sucks, you know. It's like you don't want those things that you hold dear just be crap in the future, you know. Do you want more to see to have the potential for the sequel to be really good, or do you want more to hold on to that timeless classic?
You know what really did that? I believe it was like you'd be lying if you said you didn't. A Christmas Story. Like, everybody loved that movie, whether they did or didn't.
That's my
whatever.
favorite Christmas movie.
They came out
Die
with a
Hard.
second. It was horrible. It was wretched.
I wouldn't watch it.
Yes, the Goonies. That would be fucking epic.
They
Yeah, that
are
would be
doing
cool.
a new Goonies.
I thought they were actually
Yeah.
with all of them older and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Actually, on that note as well, Breakfast Club. I really think, in a different way, maybe they should get, if they're all alive, because I can't remember.
Like maybe
Breakfast Club.
I'll go to jail.
All
or
of the
something.
Breakfast Club people together.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Are they all still alive?
Yes,
And I think most of them are still acting.
Yes.
So
I wouldn't
Rick
say
Moranis
most
is
of
gonna
them.
Oh God.
Oh yeah,
Honey,
yeah.
I Shrunk the Kids, Part 7.
Yeah.
I read that, and I don't even watch that show, but I might watch it just for that. Rick Moranis is going to be on the Goldbergs, I believe it is,
Oh yeah.
doing Dark Helmet for some
Really?
kind of I mean, because the show's set back in the '80s or whatever, so whatever they're doing, I'm sure he's going to be like at the theaters or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I'll watch that one episode.
So what
too.
else does everyone like? Like, if you could pick a movie from that era, what would it be?
I don't know. When did Debbie Does Dallas come out?
1997.
Was that like 7? Okay,
Seventies.
Right
so
on
never
the
mind.
end of
Never
that
mind.
spectrum.
Never mind.
Like, I'm not sure what year this came out, but before he dies, I would say Willow would
No,
be
not
kind
Major.
of cool. Before Warwick.
Oh yeah.
Davis?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to see, like, the princess all grown up, and she's got Willow's still alive, trying to teach her how to do magic or something.
What about
like that.
Neverending Story?
Dude, they did too many sequels to that. One
Did they?
sequel
Yeah.
was enough.
See, I never followed up with it after the first.
They went up to 3 or 4. I believe.
That's like someone told me the other day that they should do a Home Alone 3. I'm like, dude, they did 3 and 4, and it was fucking horrible.
They did 5.
Yeah.
In fact, funny story about that. I seen Macaulay Culkin on one of the late night shows about a month or
Beetlejuice.
2 ago. Dude, that guy is so fucking blown out.
Is he?
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
Beetlejuice would be great.
They
Edward
were doing
Scissorhands.
Beetlejuice.
Child actor given a shitload of money.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's still alive.
Well, yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
He's a pirate. Arr.
No, they are doing a Beetlejuice sequel. It was announced last year, but I'm not sure. What,
but
Oh, really?
Where's that stand?
I don't know where it stands.
Let me Google.
You have that thing in front of you.
I'm sad, guys.
Why?
Because
oh yeah, I know why.
Because God of War's done.
Oh, I was
Dude,
gonna say you
Roger
should see your
Rabbit was
doctor.
fucking epic. I love. What's the matter?
What?
It's not done for me. So
Well, it's done for me, and it's like I don't want to play any more games.
play it
anymore,
again
ever.
in a harder mode.
Like
See
ever.
if you can do it in like the hardest.
I'm
mode.
not man enough. Okay,
Do it, pussy.
I'm not man enough.
He's
We'll live
he's
stream
right
the
though,
whole
man,
thing.
because I've been hitting stuff and I've just been getting my butt kicked ever since you told me that I was gonna die. It happened like 3 days later, and
It's
I blame,
not because I
blame
jinxed you.
the whole.
It's not
for the whole
because I
thing.
jinxed you. It's because you suck. But anyways, no,
I got
no,
pretty
but
far
seriously,
for my. I believe I got pretty far without dying. I'm just like happy about.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it does throw more. It makes you think more because it's like the game is kind of trying to gauge your comfort level with the combat system. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much saying to you at this point, you should know how to do all these things.
What are you doing?
All right, Beetlejuice 2 pushes forward with a new writer at Warner Brothers. This was in October of 2017.
Cool.
So there's something.
Who's in it? And
They
Hold on a
they
minute.
did it poorly.
Hold on a
Bern.
minute. Have they even casted? That would be the question.
just touch me, weirdo.
Well, I know Michael Keaton is doing Beetlejuice. I mean, nobody else can. Even if they tried, they shouldn't even bother. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely no information. Well, again, like I said, it just made it to the writers. At
And
Warner
I'm pretty
Brothers,
sure
so
Winona Ryder's going to be in it again too.
You just want her.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Killing
The movie kind of
Flowers.
creeped me out a little bit when I was
Did it?
younger. Yeah.
I loved it.
A top tier, bottom tier
Shake,
movie.
shake, shake. Shit
I want
over
to see
there.
a sequel to Super Mario Brothers.
How about a reboot? Because that one was horrible. Come on.
That bad.
What was
plot,
up with
the
the
plot didn't even.
Goombas?
It didn't even
Griff.
follow any of the game. Like, come on.
Well, they were plumbers.
Yeah, I mean, they had the character, Princess. Whatever.
Don't even try.
I'm done.
Don't even
I'm
try.
done. Daisy was in King Kong.
So back to rumored games for E3. Got a little sidetracked there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that movie is.
What's that?
Killer Clowns from Outer
Toadstool's
Space.
a mushroom head, not
Oh.
a dinosaur.
Yeah, I'll check into it.
I know, right?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Anybody that's interested. Yoshi on.
You don't know
Nintendo
what Killer
Switch.
Clowns from Outer Space is?
You shut
Whoa.
You shut your hole.
Listen,
Easy.
one of us needs to calm the fuck
Easy.
down
Clip master.
right now, okay?
You got to watch that. I am bringing it. I have it at home. Dude, it's one of the cheesiest, greatest horror movies ever.
Kirby. I know you played it.
Kirby? Yeah, I played Kirby. Who
Yeah.
doesn't play
You're a
Kirby?
big Nintendo guy, aren't you?
I used to be when I
Yeah.
had one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been saying for fucking ever now that I'm going to get a Switch, and I just haven't pulled the trigger.
Me
on it,
too.
so.
Same here. But my main reason is just for Zelda because I played it at Best Buy for like an hour, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Don't tell him
This
to
is
do that, Griff, because
fantastic.
he will. He will. He's been trying to get in on that cuddle time.
I will, dude.
Yeah.
I will.
He's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, man.
Aggressive. Absolutely.
What else we got today?
Oh man, I don't know. I just want to talk games, man.
What's everyone playing right now? Well, like
I haven't
not
stopped
this
playing
second.
I don't
God of
think
War
anyone's
since I
playing
got
it.
it.
What's everybody playing? What's in this?
Okay, so you're still into God of War.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
told you, like last Friday, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and I played it till 2 in the afternoon, pretty much.
Good man.
And
That's
I
awesome.
know I'm not even close to being done.
Markiplier, what's up, buddy? Yes, we do.
Crazy.
1 second, please.
Monster Hunter World.
There you go.
Ah, cool.
It's good.
I want to jump back into that. Like, I don't want to get too far behind to the point where I kind of forget what I'm supposed to do. And
Right.
it's still relatively fresh in my head, you know. So I really need to jump back into
Exiles.
Monster Hunter.
I agree.
But I think I'm gonna have to have Rise kind of carry me through that again, so I can kind of get back into the swing of things. So
When you do, I'll be behind you after I beat God of War. I won't
Yeah.
platinum God of War yet, but I'll beat it.
Yeah.
And by the
Conan
way,
Exiles. Oof.
I'm not to the point where I go all the way back to the point I was talking about last week, but I can go
Okay.
back some.
okay, yeah. So you're starting to
Some,
see how
yeah.
okay.
I think after I get the whole game, I can go back as far as I can. I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but
Just keep going along, plug along in the story, man.
I've gone back to the Witch's Cave and done all that stuff. Like I asked before. But
So yeah, what's everybody playing? I'm actually still playing Far Cry. Of course, I don't play a whole lot yet.
Yeah.
Just what was it, Monday? Or no, maybe it was Saturday. Saturday, I dove in hard. Like, really had a good time.
How far along are you?
You know, I haven't played a whole lot of the main missions, though. I'm killing out all the side missions.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of hunting, getting money,
Okay.
buying stuff. I'm enjoying.
That's critical though.
I'm enjoying what I did like on Primal. I did a lot of the small stuff, and got used to everything.
I had a lot of fluctuations in how I was able to get stuff in that game in Far Cry 5. You know, it's like I'd get on these kicks where I wanted to progress in the story, then do some side stuff, and then I'd have, you know, X amount of money and, you know, skill points, but then I'd hit these periods in the story where it's like I was running dry and I needed to do something, you know.
Right.
So, Ice Poseidon
Ice Poseidon
says hi, according to B Zone.
Hello, Ice Poseidon.
No, he's according to B Zone.
Well, still playing.
Oh, he's a big fan of the show. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you for stopping
Whoa. Dude, Dragon Age Inquisition was a great game.
in. For anybody that's just jumped in, we've been talking about all the E3 announced games or the rumored games.
You're not a big RPG guy, like.
Well, I am, but they
I-
have to be like a certain style for me.
Did
You
you
know what I
not
mean?
like the?
Like the Dragon Age Inquisition, that was the one where you could actually you could send
Yeah.
you know, your people in the battle and stuff like that,
Right.
do stuff for you. I can't remember exactly, but that was the only real neat thing for me, was that you could do that. But I only played a couple hours, so I might be victim of the same thing I'm telling you about with Evil Within.
Well, give it more. I mean, it's a great game. I mean, if you don't.
Well, that's what
if you
everyone
do-
says, so it's like I
If you
believe
don't
you.
enjoy the first two, two.
Didn't play any of those.
Okay. I'm leaving.
Cordially
Outta here.
uninvited.
Like, this guy calls himself a gamer, man. What the fuck? What kind of show you run
Do you
here?
not like BioWare, or what's going on there?
No, they just
play
didn't. They
Mass
didn't
Effect?
suit my fancy, man.
you play,
Dude, I almost wore my N7 shirt today.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you asked me if I like Mass Effect. I'm like, yeah, dude.
I mean, there's same type of play and everything.
No.
I mean, the first Dragon Age and the first Mass Effect are pretty much the
Like,
same.
we didn't
same.
bring you on this show to tell lies, Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
No, it wasn't suitable for me. I just couldn't really get into it. I tried Dragon Age, the first
Right.
game, and then I saw the drastic changes to the second game, how they did the combat, and it was just really weird. And
Yeah,
that's
the
when
second
that's
was
when I
kinda
really
weird.
started kind of just getting out of it.
But-
I really didn't.
You're right, Griff. You don't need to play. You don't need to know the first two to play the third one.
Yeah.
Squez.
I might jump back into Inquisition. It's so far in the backlog now, so I don't know.
Squez, what rank are you on Fortnite?
I deleted Fortnite.
Oh man. You see what
So
that's the answer he has for you.
I think that's my nephew.
I still have it. I never deleted it yet, but I never played more than them a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got on
You
with
played pretty hard for a little while, right?
I did for a little while. Then, like I said, I started raging too hard, and I was just like, I gotta stop. You know.
yeah, if I don't get on with people, it's not really that fun for me. You know, like me and you and was it Rise played that one time.
Yep.
It was fun, but after that, I didn't get much play out of it. So
Did you guys ever do any solo stuff?
No, like initially I tried.
Fucking nerve wracking,
I
man.
tried.
Like,
I tried initially, and that was it.
dude, like, I would do like maybe 1 or 2 solo games in a row, and my nerves just couldn't handle doing anymore.
Yeah.
nice. Got family on.
Oh yes, they did.
Weasel's my brother.
Just recently, actually, right?
Yeah, and what's up with what's going on with the whole the Thanos thing? They've actually got like Fortnite, you know,
I
matched
saw
up
that.
with the Avengers. They got like the Infinity Gauntlet or something like that. Is that?
I saw that. I might check it out once. Is it going on right now or?
I think so. Yeah,
you
I think it
guys
was
know
like the
that?
start of season 4 or something like that.
I might
What?
download just to see what that's about.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Has anybody played any of the free PS Plus games for the month?
I downloaded them, but I haven't touched them yet.
Yeah.
I didn't even check
So,
them out
Yeah.
yet.
I think I went on and I never did
Well,
download.
I'm still in that little pit of despair after God of War. I'm gonna keep bringing it up because like it was so good, but it's like I'm in that little pit of despair where it's like I just don't want to start anything because I feel like I'm gonna dislike it just because of what I came on.
They said that was a one-time special event, the Thanos thing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Well, not downloaded again.
Uh-oh.
They're actually doing season 3 for Rainbow Six Siege, I believe, right?
Yeah, I actually bought the pack already.
Oh, did you?
I have all the stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get back on.
I don't
that
know
game.
what it is. Like I bitch about that game constantly, but I always buy the fucking packs. Like I can't tell you how much money I've wrapped up in that game, and I barely ever play it anymore.
Oh, you know what?
But it's like when I do jump into it, it's good. You know.
Speaking of buying stuff, I read on the one thing that they did pretty well make clear was for the new Battlefield, they're going to eliminate all microtransactions except for cosmetic.
Cool.
So that
So no
might
battle
appeal
packs.
to you a little bit.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. As of now, it just says cosmetic only. But
Yeah.
We'll
Well, I mean,
see.
that's the way most people do it. It's just they litter it with all sorts of stuff, and they make it so easy to get to do that stuff.
Yep.
Make the purchases and everything. But when you do something cosmetically, you still have a bunch of people like, I want that fucking outfit.
Well, you see, I did that
You know.
with Wildlands. I think it was like just to get a boost on the game. I bought a big weapon pack.
Yeah.
It was like I played the whole game through with them weapons. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, normally some of them guns you wouldn't have gotten unless you beat the game. So
Yeah.
to have them through the whole game was a big
They
advantage.
like for Battlefield games and stuff like that. They used to do. I don't know if they're going to keep it going. I don't know how many games it's been going back, but you could actually buy the pack, the full blown everything for each class. Like your assault class, you could buy the pack and it'd give you unlock every attachment and weapon and stuff like that. I don't know if I like that too much, but I mean that's kind of like a gray area for me, I mean, if you have something that's super skill based that you have to do a bunch of stuff to get, I don't know. It just I'm indifferent about it, Like for somebody, okay, so say your buddies buy Battlefield, you can't pick it up for a couple months. They've been playing for the past couple months. You want to jump in, you don't want to get left behind. I'm going to buy the sniper class. I think that's okay, but I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of a gray area for me.
Right.
I like to earn my stuff,
Yeah, me too.
like weapons and
Yeah.
everything, especially like on MMOs, because like I said, I play Neverwinter, but I haven't since I got God of War, and you see people like walking around with all these epic and mystic stuff that you can't get unless you spend money, like
Yeah.
buttloads of money on. Like,
Well, and it sucks now too because in games you used to have these things. Basically, it was a scale for you to reference for each person you came across. You know what I mean? Like they have this. Holy shit! They've done this to get this, not bought it to get that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you don't know if you're like somebody with a certain costume or something like that has spent that kind of money to do whatever, or if they've that's another thing that kind of irks me. Whereas a lot of the times, though, with the way the microtransactions go nowadays, where it's all cosmetic stuff, it's just basically exclusive stuff you can't get by just playing the game. So they do differentiate that way now. But once it started really kicking off, it was more of like did he buy that status or did he earn that status?
Right.
And that's what drives me nuts.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, crap. So, yeah, movies, games, anything else you want to
I
touch on?
wanted to ask you guys something.
Nope, you're not allowed. Okay, go.
I know we talk about movies and whatever. What about music? Like,
Yeah, we can
like,
talk some
like
music.
on the way up, I heard one of the greatest songs of the '90s, and it got me thinking. Like, what is your guys' like favorite '90s rock song?
90s rock?
Yes, I'm not saying like. Well, I mean, I guess like
You
grunge or
can't
whatever.
tell
But
me to
not-
pick a song from
Yeah.
Okay. Band
Pantera.
that sprung from the '90s.
Oh, sprung from the 90s?
Yes.
Oh, geez, dude. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, really making me think.
Couldn't tell you from the 90s. But
Did you
no
not
idea.
listen to music back then,
Man, I did, but I don't like back then. I was just a kid, man. I like everything I listen to now is just stuff I've been listening to for years. You know what I mean? Like I don't know origins and everything like that, but
It's
Slipknot.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just say Slipknot.
Okay.
Didn't they actually start in the 80s though? Technically,
No,
no.
no,
Mm-mm.
no. It was like mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They didn't come out till I was in high school.
I have not played Dead Secret in VR, actually. I haven't played much on VR. I think the next thing I'm going to get is Killing Floor Incursion. I think Incursion.
Yeah, I see now
Yeah.
you've been playing that.
Yeah. I watched his video. Have you watched his video?
No, not
It's
yet.
fucking hilarious.
I watched some of them, but
He freaks
not
out a
some of
couple times, and like at one point he actually picks up like one of their limbs and starts beating the shit out of them. I was fucking cracking up for some reason. I have no idea why, but I was like watching him slap the shit out of these zombies with one with their own fucking hand. I was cracking up, man. I have no idea.
How'd that go?
Nothing.
I don't know. How come you haven't gotten into VR?
Because it's the same price as an actual system.
Good answer.
That's pretty much my whole
Ready
thing.
You can
Ready?
find deals on bundles now, dude. Okay, before it was the same price as a system. Now it's like you find deals all the time. $200, you get a camera and the headset with it.
Ready to Burn or any other Xbox One players? What game are you playing right now? What are you looking forward to? While we're waiting for that, guys, if you haven't done so, head over, follow us on Twitter. It's insert_podcast. We also have personal Twitters. Our special guest for today was Tony Squezdog.
What's going on?
His Twitter, I believe, is Squeezneezy.
Yes.
Mine is Nate1225, or you can search me as Tech Nate. And, of course, Rusty Sheriff's Badge.
Rusty Sheriff's Badge.
Appreciate everybody hanging out today. It's been a good show.
Yeah, been a good time.
No testicle difficulties that I can see, unless you're listening on surround
So
sound.
he can see or feel.
Oh, I'm feeling something. State of Decay 2.
I haven't played the first one.
I got nothing.
Weasel Boy, my brother.
See,
AJ,
we
my
need to
brother,
have we
played
just
that
need to
one, I
get
think.
ready to show up, come to the show, and talk about this stuff.
Yeah. Like we did.
Doesn't it seem like a magical
You
idea?
know,
to
actually, we didn't even plan on having a guest today.
No.
What it was is we're looking to have Squeeze Dog, Squeeze Easy, Tony, whatever you want to call him. He's going to hang out with us for some shows and see the behind-the-scenes type of stuff. Maybe help us out with small odds and ends, and maybe come on the show once in a while as well.
Like turning the light on.
Yeah, you know, that was... You didn't do that.
Oh,
You've been
that was
sitting there
magic.
the whole time.
That was magic.
Fucking rude.
Sorry.
Drinking a lot.
ruined the trick.
Anyway,
The
we do
illusion.
appreciate everybody hanging out. This is probably the first technical difficulty-free show we've had.
Shut up. Everything just shuts down.
The
Never
first
mind.
was good.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to Now Yo Gaming, aka Rise Up, aka one of the head honchos of PS lovers, both the Twitter and Discord and whatnot.
yeah.
No shit.
I hope not. Anyway,
No
go
fucking
over
shit.
and give Now
I'm not
Yo-
even going to show up.
No, we're not done, Griffin. I'm just making sure everybody hears this, that Now Yo Gaming and Griffin, they are some excellent moderators. We appreciate all the help. Go over and follow them as well, both on Twitch and Twitter. I believe they're in the links below as well.
Yep.
What else we got? What are we going to close out with? We got some bands we're talking to. We're going to get them on the show.
Yep.
I'm actually working with Rusty here on getting a show based on firearms. We'll go with that.
Mhm.
It's going to be a big firearm show.
You
We're not shooting each other.
be careful. I'm the moving target. You have the Twitter under my name?
No,
I'm just
I thought I did, and then today I noticed it was Squeeze Neezy.
Squeezy.
You need to.
I
You need to
just
go change it.
I just noticed
Go
that it
change
was
your
on
Twitter. Go change
Yeah.
your Twitter handle to Squeeze.
there. You know, I had one first was Squez Dog.
you need to go back to it.
However,
that's what everybody's
however,
following
I
now.
lost the password, and I thought I linked them.
Reset
So
it.
you might be able to.
Reset it.
You might be able to just.
You know what?
I don't know.
I want everyone to put their heads together here. I got a serious question. So I've had my Twitter for about 7 years or so.
Mhm.
For the first few years, 2-3 years, I didn't really use it
Nerf
at all.
gun.
So my brother-in-law, whom also has a separate Twitter account, whenever he posts something on another social media site, such as Facebook or something, and he shares it on Twitter, it links to my Twitter. No matter how many times I change my information on Twitter, it still does it. For example, last week, actually, when he used to DJ all the time, and he'd try to blow everything up with that, it would show up in my Twitter feed, and I'd have to delete it. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. But last week, he did a DJ thing for a 5K run walk, and it popped up like I said thank you to everyone on my news feed, on my Twitter feed. Like it was directly from me.
Really?
And I cannot disconnect
That's
it.
awesome.
No,
Fuck it,
for
just
the
let
life
it
of
go.
me.
Just let it go.
So I just delete the shit. Actually, I think now your Rise liked it. I'm like, no, fuck this, and I deleted it.
That's funny.
Don't like that. Actually, thank you for doing that, though, so I can delete it. I don't do anything run or exercise associated, so yeah.
Can't tell.
Appreciate it. OAG, what's up, my brother? Seen you in here a little while ago. Thanks for hanging out.
Is that a mutant?
That is a
we done?
selfie of you.
Booger with a face?
You know, I mean, we're at that 7:30 threshold.
I think we're good, man.
I
I'm
think-
feeling pretty good.
If we have time, we're going to do a little recording of another video quick. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. I've changed a lot of shit on Twitter. My password mostly. I tried disconnecting,
I have no idea.
but I didn't want to start a new one, so I just stuck with Nate Christmas. Anyway, guys, make sure you follow Now Yo Gaming and Griffin AM. Again, congrats to Griffin for raising over $8,500 last weekend. That's
Dude,
huge.
so
dude.
killer.
Right on.
So killer.
Big round of applause. Golf clap. Anyways, special guest, Squaz Dog, Tony. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Glad you came on.
Me
Maybe
too.
next week we won't invite you.
Maybe.
Maybe
You won't
Rusty.
make me.
He's gonna be knocking on the door like, you guys gonna let me in or what?
Who's gonna turn the light on?
Begging and pleading. What did? Conan Exiles launched
Yeah.
this week on PS4, Xbox, and PC, and I just want to tell everyone it is garbage and you should save your $50.
Noted.
True that.
Okay. Twisted my arm.
I almost thought about it.
So,
So
this has been Season 2, Episode 6. Insert podcast here. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm Tech Nate.
I'm Rusty Sheriff's Badge.
Peace, bitches.
Later.
cheers.